If Trump does decide to slap tariffs on metal imports, he'll be kicking the EU where it hurts. But the bloc's made it quite clear it'll fight back with retaliatory measures. That could spark a trade war, creating uncertainty for businesses on both sides of the Atlantic, including Europe's steel sector.
We will lose a very important export destination for European steel. And the other one is the deflection of steel trade flows. Millions of tons could come to the European market and destroy basically the market, and we could find ourselves back in a situation where we have been 2 years ago, where prices fell suddenly like stones up to 40%. And of course, we need to avoid this situation.
The steel industry is big business in the EU. It directly employs 320,000 people, producing 170 million tons of steel every year at more than 500 production sites. The US is the second biggest export destination after Turkey. 4.9 million tons of steel went there last year. If metals are hit, Brussels says it will slap duties on American exports, including jeans, peanut butter and Harley-Davidsons. All this comes amid a worldwide glut of steel and aluminium, largely blamed on excess production in China.
There is a much broader issue, a much bigger issue that the administration in Washington is aware of, and that's the distortions in the Chinese economy that need to be addressed. If those issues are going to be addressed, the United States will need to have the EU as an ally, and to be getting into a quarrel with the EU at the same time that we have a much bigger issue is tactically, I would say, wrong and strategically wrong.
The EU says it doesn't want a trade war with the US, but will not be burned and not kick back.